Good evening, sports fans. Can you believe it? Josh Allen, the star quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, snubbed from the Pro Bowl selection. We're here to dive into this shocking revelation and break down the details. The Pro Bowl, an event synonymous with the NFL's top-tier talent, had its roster announced earlier today. But a name many expected to see, Josh Allen, was glaringly absent. Despite a season filled with remarkable performances, Allen found himself on the sidelines, not among the selected elite. The Pro Bowl selection process is a complex dance of fan votes, player votes, and coach votes. It's designed to honor the cream of the crop, but sometimes deserving players like Allen fall through the cracks. It's not a question of Allen's talent or his contributions this season. His impressive stats in passing yards, touchdowns, and overall impact on the game make his Pro Bowl snub all the more baffling. Of course, the competition was stiff. With players like Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson in the mix, securing a spot on the Pro Bowl roster was no easy feat. Yet despite Allen's standout season, the selection committee chose to go a different route. The reaction from fans and analysts has been swift and vocal. Social media is abuzz with support for Allen and criticism over his Pro Bowl omission. Many are now questioning the selection process and calling for changes. This isn't the first Pro Bowl snub we've seen, and it likely won't be the last. But for Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, the disappointment is undeniably felt. The question now is, how will they respond? Will Allen channel this setback into motivation for the next season? Or will the snub continue to be a source of frustration? Only time will tell. One thing, however, is crystal clear. Josh Allen's determination and competitive spirit won't be dampened by this setback. He's a true competitor, and he'll be back on the field, ready to prove himself anew. The selection committee ultimately decided to go in a different direction, leaving many questioning the validity of the selection process. And on that note, we wrap up this scene. Stay tuned as we continue to delve deeper into this story in the next scene. So what exactly happened? How did a player of Allen's caliber get overlooked for such a prestigious honor? Let's unpack this mystery and delve into the intricacies of the Pro Bowl selection process. The Pro Bowl selection process is a three-pronged approach, combining votes from fans, NFL players, and coaches. Each of these groups contributes 1/3 of the vote, ensuring a balanced and comprehensive selection. First, we have fan voting. This is where the public gets to weigh in on who they believe are the top performers in the league. Fans can vote online or through social media, and their votes can significantly sway the outcome. Next, the players themselves get to vote. This is an opportunity for peers to recognize each other's talent and hard work on the field. It's all about respect and admiration among competitors. Finally, the coaches have their say. With their expert knowledge and first-hand experience of the game, their votes carry significant weight in the final decision. But even with this comprehensive process, some players like Allen can still get overlooked. This year, the competition was particularly high. Quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, who have consistently shown their prowess on the field, also vied for a spot on the Pro Bowl roster. Despite Allen's exceptional season, the selection committee, made up of fans, players, and coaches, chose to recognize other players. The process, while designed to be fair and inclusive, is not without its flaws. The snubbing of Josh Allen is a clear example of this. Despite Allen's standout season, the selection committee chose to recognize other players. The question now is, will this trend continue, or will the selection process be reviewed for future Pro Bowls? This snub has certainly put the process under the microscope, and it'll be interesting to see what happens next. The reaction from fans and analysts has been swift and passionate, but for Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, the disappointment is palpable. In the wake of the Pro Bowl selection, the sports community is buzzing with a mix of shock and indignation. Josh Allen, a standout player with a stellar season under his belt, was notably absent from the roster. This snub has left many questioning the selection process, and the ripple effects are just beginning to surface. The Bills, with Allen at the helm, have been a force to be reckoned with this season. This setback, however, could serve as the catalyst for an even stronger comeback. Knowing Allen's tenacity and dedication to the game, this snub is likely to stoke the fires of his determination. As we look ahead, the question on everyone's mind is, what's next for Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills? Will this snub serve as a motivator for an even more impressive season next year? Or will it cast a shadow over their performance? In the world of sports, setbacks can often lead to comebacks. And if there's one thing we know about Josh Allen, it's that he's a competitor through and through. He's not one to back down from a challenge, and this snub might just be the motivation he needs to push his performance to new heights. The Bills, too, have a history of bouncing back stronger. This snub could serve as a rallying point for the team, sparking a renewed sense of determination and unity. The upcoming season could see the Bills channeling this disappointment into an unstoppable drive to prove their detractors wrong. One thing's for certain, Josh Allen's resilience and determination won't be dampened by this setback. As we look forward to the next NFL season, all eyes will be on Allen and the Bills. Will they rise to the occasion and prove that this snub was a misstep? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, they won't go down without a fight. And we can't wait to see what they do next. And that wraps up today's segment on our NY Sports YouTube channel. We're grateful you joined us for this deep dive into the latest NFL headlines. Don't forget to subscribe and activate those notifications for more sports news and analysis. Until next time, keep cheering for your favorite teams, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay safe and stay sporty.